Once upon a time, evil spirits dwelled here in these parts, and in a sense, they still do. I will tell you a story. It happened long ago, even before the revolution. It happened here, not far from Cherdin. I heard my grandmother tell it. A man was fostering an orphan girl. He was a Noah. Everyone called him Old Yegor. She didn't want to become a witch, but he taught her his craft. She was to be married to a special young man. I can't recall what exactly happened, but this young man took his own life. He was later buried beyond the gates of the churchyard, which meant that he would pass straight to hell. As for the orphan, Vasilisa, she refused to accept it. She was intent on bringing back his soul from the inferno. To do this, she would need to break the 7 seals of the Black Book, which Old Yegor kept, and retrieve him. And it was for that reason that Vasilisa agreed to become a witch. But to become one, she needed to be initiated in a banya or at a crossroads. And so, Vasilisa set out for the crossroads.
I slept poorly last night. Been waiting, hoping for you to return, but you haven't. You never sat at the table. Where are you now, sweetheart? Where you had it? Relatives. And from the warm summer, departed. There's no entrance or exit for you. Cold Mother Earth. There isn't even a churchyard fence to hold on to. Enough. I don't believe you would do this. It'll all be well. I'll accept this knowledge from Grandpa, though I know what you thought of that. But there's no other. I'll drag you from that road myself. Sleep for now. I won't be long.
The darkness of the night is filled with anticipation. You're at Mikhail's crossroads, along with Old Yegor. You know the ritual that has to be done, but you've never...
So, have you found the candles? Well done. All by yourself at that? Seems my teachings were not lost on you after. Now let's draw a circle. Be careful not to leave any gaps.
I've made a circle. Is it all right, Grandfather?
The circle is drawn. No gaps, good.
You think that I can help him?
Sure you can. You can do anything when you have the... Well, go on. It's such a long time we've spent together. Parting with it is bittersweet. Well... Would you look at that? What power emanates from the book? The seal is open. It seems great sorcery lurks in you. Now speak the words I taught you.
I'll get up without crossing myself, but I will go to the crossroads. On the crossroads, I'll draw a circle and step into it, and I shall speak. Good merchants, come and buy my cat. For this cat, give me neither inconvertible ruble nor a fine hat, but bestow me with knowledge of the dark and eyes with vision sharp. So as I have said, so it will. My words are stone.
Here are your merchants. Now listen carefully if you value your life. To become a witch, you have to defeat this demon. Time for your first Sagavar. Such enchanted words protect from demons, but now draw up a Good job, Vas. A couple more spells to... That you mangy hellhound! Well, now, Vasha, answer this maw. You'll be a witch as soon as you return. Well...
Is that you, Vasilisa? I should congratulate you, for the first seal is open. Only 6 remain. Oh, but will you be able to open the rest? This is another matter entirely.
I'm curious. Can the Black Book grant any wish?
Indeed. As legend dictates, who knows? Perhaps you shall meet your beloved who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seal. No one in heaven, on earth, or beneath it has ever been able to open the scroll or look upon it. Yet.
How do I open the seals?
Oh. Can't figure it out I'm disappointed in you.
What sort of devil are you?
How rude. I'm your chief advisor. It is I who grants you the powers of a Khaldun. We will become better acquainted in time, I presume.
Let me return to the land of the living.
Not just yet. Have you forgotten your purpose? I name you a witch. How many demons will you take on for your service?
Well, I will certainly need the help of demons. So give me as many as possible.
That's the spirit. But you are still too weak. Soon you will have 3 charts at your command. That's enough for now. Now, perhaps we'll meet again.
What? Well, are you awake? The sun rose while you were coming to. Had to drag you home. I understand it's not easy to pass through the Devil's domain. So, you've seen it?
Huh? Are we home? Seems like it was all a dream. The devil made me a witch.
Well, then it is a good day. What did I tell you? You should have become a witch a long time ago. Well, what's done is done. The legend says that your wish is behind the 7 seals. I could never open the first one. Here's the second seal. The aspen one.
How do I open it? Maybe it was the demon at the crossroads that opened the first.
Perhaps. I think that demons do play a part, but what spirit is the Aspen one? I'll have to rack my brain a bit. Maybe there's something in the books? You yourself are a witch now. I knew that you would not let me down. The news of your enlightenment has spread already. Must be the Susetkes who told the heads of the families.
Yeah, this is something, probably something specific to that part of Russian, because I know Barabashka. It's another word for this. This one I never heard before.
Now people will come to you for advice. I am old now, not many teeth left. My Koldun powers are waning.
Khaldun is like the sorcerer or the mage, something like that.
Now it is you who will help the people around here. Perhaps you will even find the right demon for your problem.
Probably the sorcerer is the better variant.
Well, while you were coming to your senses, I've already spoken to most of the visitors. There's only one left. He's waiting behind the door. Look around for a start. Your book is over there, on the table. Do you remember how I taught you bookbinding? Afterwards, see to that visitor of yours. Some evil spirit has been giving him trouble. Got it?
Have you yourself met this devil?
I was initiated as a Koldun once. I saw this devil, who gave me my charts.
Yeah, Chorty. It's like a small devil or a demon.
I couldn't even lift the first seal. And you, all you, it seems there is got it.
I got it, Grandpa. Time to get to...
Look for the spirits around the district. Maybe who knows? Perhaps after 40 days have passed, we won't be able to help. God bless.
Go bit. Go bits. Never heard of it. Соседка, домовой, барабашка. It's the same. Домовой.
So, Vasya, have you taken well to learning the mystical arts? Are you curious enough to learn some more?
How can I recognize evil spirits? How can I know when they're before me?
Simple. You've been to the world of the devil, and now you'll see everything. For the only thing is, the darkness will see you too. Demons and spirits will track you down, and as soon as you glance into the darkness, you'll be strong. Such is our fate.
How's our Izba built?
It was built long ago. Lots of people have lived here since. More than half a century ago, it seems. All according to old rituals, you know them. But I don't remember who built it.
So how did you become a Khaldun,
I was born in Vilgard, the sixth son of my father, Yevlam Pichurov. It was a big family, not the richest though. When you have so many mouths, but we lived well as a family. Then one year, a seventh brother was born. He grew up, but I didn't look after him well enough. Vasya, having chores is a trivial thing. You would do better to protect the ones close. It's knowledge that gives us strength, for we harness their own power against them. One day I was looking after Timofey. We were playing with the other children. I cursed him severely, sent him to the Leshy.
Well, you should probably know Leshy from the Witcher 3.
So the Leshy carried him away. We never found Timoshka. It's hard to bear these scenes, Vasya. So I decided to become a Khaldun. Well, I'll tell the story of how I became a Khaldun later. Ask me tomorrow.
No, I have to go, grandfather.
God bless Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa Fyodorovna.
God bless.
I come bearing gifts. Some flour for your household. Please, hear me out. I won't waste your time. Something terrible is happening at the mill. And a shadow began to darken in one of the corners. You are known for your knowledge in these matters.
During the night shift at the windmill, we heard some strange sounds and saw some strange shifting shadows. What could be behind such emanations? Why do you work at night? Demons are at work.
Jesus Christ.
Well, how do you think the millstones turn? Not by the wind alone, obvious. It's forbidden to work a windmill after nightfall.
What do we do now? I did everything right. Please, help me.
You'd better cough it up if we help. All right, Vasya. Look into what's going on with that place. The demon there may be of use to us, you know?
Vasya, he means Vasilisa, you know. Nowadays, well, the name Vasilisa is not really popular nowadays. And Vasya is now used as a male name. Vasily. Vasya is a short variant for Vasily.
I'll find out what's going on with your chort.
Oh, thank you. I was told you wouldn't let me down. Goodbye for now.
He's not your average miller. Usually they consort with a leshy, but this miller has some chort. Well, I'll study these seals, and to make your trip a bit easier, take this herb. It is called an time for you to be on your way. Well, you get all that? Wanna ask anything else?
How do I use the herbs anyway?
Well, it's quite simple. Use them in battle to close up.
Where do I find this windmill?
Don't you remember the one to the north of the devil haunts that place? Go there and be back home by sunrise. We have much...
Got it, grandfather.
Ah, wait, I've sent a chort to Kusheva village. He must have cursed someone. Go there and fix it. You'll learn some...
All right, Grandpa.
You stealthily creep by the village houses. At least, you thought you were being stealthy. You hear a familiar voice.
Vasya, wait! I have business with you. Hush! We'd better whisper. I've got this neighbor and I hate her guts. So curse her a bit, will you? Use a killer curse or something. Not a strong one. I've got a gift ready for you.
I don't have time for this. I'm on my way to help the miller.
You wait for the peasant to leave, then read a black Zagavar to curse him. You notice a noisy family gathering in front of one of the houses. It's unusual to see an entire family out on the street at this hour. Strange, muffled sounds are coming from inside their house.
Good evening to you, Vasilisa. God himself has sent you to us tonight. Everything has been turned upside down in our house. The enemy of man is haunting our house. The devil himself is here.
How did it manage to get in here? It's no simple matter for a chort to get inside a human dwelling. What did you do yesterday?
We just had some tea. Natalia likes it a lot. She's quite fond of tea. Then we prayed and went to sleep. And in the middle of the night, it all...
Tea time turned into a chort invasion. I wonder why these demons appeared in the first place. the windows open. Naturally, Chorts crawled.
I'm not so sure about that.
You must not have made the sign of the cross over the samovar. That must be the reason.
Please, won't you help us? Don't leave us this way.
Oh, very well. I will help you.
Thank you, Vasilisa. Have some milk for you, Johnny.
You come inside the izba. Everything is in complete disarray. The Chorts have certainly had their way here. You make the sign of the cross. The demons have made a mess. They threw the dishes and cooking pots around, but luckily, the brass utensils seem to be intact. The most damaged part is the shrine in the corner. You approach the overturned samovar. Suddenly, it shakes. The elders of the family bow to you and thank you for helping them. They also give thanks to God for bringing you here. The silver glow of the moon catches glimpses of the foul water. The chilled northern night air is split by dull croaks coming from the swamp. The strange noises soon subside into the silence of the Círdan woods. Standing amidst the black wooden figures, you hear a rustle in the trees. You read the protective spells, but out comes
Oh, a witch, a witch. I can smell your kind. Can you spare a few? I don't need much to get by. A person is only as good as they are charitable.
Here you are. Don't forget me in your prayer.
Thank you. It's dangerous. Take this. A healing oath.
Near the forest's edge, you see a white towel on an old stump. Someone has left a bottle of milk and some piragi. Near these gifts is a birch charter. Peasants from Bigici village are asking the Leshi to take care of their cattle. You draw up a new charter. Now the Leshi will be helping peasants from Vilgard. If evil spirits help anyone, they should help your village, not the inhabitants of Bigici. While traveling through the woods, you stumble upon a snake's nest. Baby snakes are still inside their eggs. Fortunately, the mother snake does not seem to be around. You make a small... Some time passes, and the snake comes back with a bunch of grass in its mouth. The snake touches the grassy mass to the stone barrier, and the wall instantly collapses. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way. On a hillside near Kacheva Lake, you see two silhouettes. One is combing the other's long hair. There is something strange in his uneven movements, something that gives you shivers. It only takes a single step for the demons to notice you. Gloomy windmill arms creak in the distance, parting the pre-dawn fog. The shadow of an owl passes overhead. It crosses your path, a bad omen, since man's path and man's destiny. Suddenly, you come upon a swamp and stop at its border. It is dangerous to continue onward. You meet two travelers from Bigichi village who are on their way to the fields. The three of you continue on your journey together. Near the mouth of a chasm, one of them jokingly tries to shove you into the pit. You strike the peasant backhanded. As you glare at your two traveling... You walk around the windmill and approach the chewed forest. The grim silence envelops you. The only sound you hear is of the fir branches, whispering in the morning fog. The short swarm dives into the gloom with a chorus of angry screams. As the forest sinks into silence, you inspect the windmill's debris. Among some wooden logs, the spruce branches part, and an old mill stands before you. This place is filled with legends and stories from the surrounding villages. Those It's a carrier log. It's used to turn the mill. The old wood creaks in the wind. You can climb. The old windmill is creaking from the cold wind. It is not so often that you see this kind of mill in June. It's hard to see anything in the dark gloom of the night. Nevertheless, you feel your eyes getting used to the dark. It's obvious the mill is old. Some wood has rotted through, making more windows. You approach and try to open the door. It's closed. The lock is as old as the mill. One good strike as soon as you press the break herb to the lock.
I'm stuck.
You study the cabinet. Among various krinkas, old pots, and birch bark, you choose to take the money. The miller will hardly know. A broken block of wood is near the wall. It seems to be part of the windmill's mechanism and the reason why the grindstones... A broken block of wood is near...
I expected to see a wretched old man, not a beautiful... Why are you here, then?
And I didn't expect to meet a demon speaking the common tongue.
Huh. A demon, you say? I am known as the 13th. I am the guardian of the village. All of this is me.
What kind of name is that?
It is a name whispered through time, and I will tell you the story if you want to hear it, of course.
Well, come on then. Tell me.
It is good to meet a sorceress that doesn't immediately. A long time I was at that time there was I served under the sea, kept me alive. And so after all those years, why are you here then?
Well...
Haven't you perhaps? I thought of you to be a strong witch.
The windmill is possessed. But is the demon's presence here as spontaneous as it appears to be? I must think about why he's here in the first place. Summoned by a sacrifice.
Well, you are knowledgeable, and not to mention, I'm bound to this pit. Take me as your servant, and you will have both your reward from the miller and the
Well, so be it. I could use...
Wait, perhaps there is yet to be such a culprit. so arrogant.
Yes, my
Take the demon into your personal service. He will ask for work, like any other chort. The mill is now without a spirit, but this is none of your concern.
And then he disappeared. He won't be interfering with...
So, you took up a new hope it doesn't. Well, while you were gone, every single piece has its meaning. And every seal, the second one, is the Aspen one. We'll have to think what to...
The first seal was opened by touch, and that...
Well, not by simply touching the... I think we need evil spirits. So we'll find the...
Where do you think we can find them, Grandpa?
I don't know yet. Go deal with the things you can at the moment.
Can't we open the...
I doubt that, but who knows? Look around.
I see. The chorts are back.
I sent them to perform and...
Now I should give them...
Well, you knew what you... Everything has... If you don't want them to... That's the life of a cult.
And if I don't want to curse it...
Then suffer.
I've seen them before, not often though.
Now you will... You can observe our entire gubernia in your bestiary. In the end, you got help.